We're now going to cover tuple methods. So tuples only have two public methods, count and index. We're going to use both of them. So I said tuples are very similar to lists. The lists have many more methods than tuples, but all of the other ones, or almost all of them, mutate the list in place. So tuples cannot be mutated, that cannot be changed. Therefore, there are just drastically fewer methods for tuples, and we'll see the difference between them down here. First, let's create some tuple and of integers, just so we can see how they work. So here's a tuple of integers, and if I so tuple methods are accessed via dot notation, just like every other object. So we do the tuple name dot and then press tab. You can see it's just a very short list, count and index. So the count method, very simple. We just put in some value. We count how many times that value occurs. How many times is 88 in there? It's 3 times. How many times is 999 in there? It doesn't happen at all. Then there's the index method, which we put a number in there, and it tells us the first index. Where does it first appear? So 88, where is the first appearance? Well, it is at index 0 right here. We could use something that does not appear, and we'll actually get an error. So it's just not in the tuple. All right, so those are the two methods. These same two methods are available in lists, but with many others. Okay, so let's create a list from this tuple. So it'll have the same exact values. It'll just now be a list. So if I do b dot and tab, you'll see that there are many other methods. So append, let's just review them very quickly, puts an item at the end of the list. Clear just clears out the list. And this is all happening in place. Copy doesn't happen in place. It creates a new copy. So I guess they could have had a copy method for tuples as well. Extend adds multiple items to the end of the list. Index, that's the same as in tuples. Insert puts a item in a very specific place. Pop takes one item and returns it and also removes it. Remove just removes the item. Reverse reverses it in place. Sort sorts it either in ascending or descending order in place. So you can see they all work in place, or virtually all of them except for the copy method. The count and index methods are the same. So all the others in place, count and index not in place, and that's why tuples have those methods, but lists do not. So that is a little comparison between lists and tuples. They are just a simpler version of a list essentially, and just cannot be mutated once created.